Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Earthchild Tarot. This is for the sign of Gemini, all signs of Gemini, especially for those of you who have Gemini in your north or south node. This is your past life messages. Everyone has a different past life. For those of you who believe in that, for those of you who are interested in understanding it more, we're gonna probably get into it in another video on my Patreon. If you want to support me on my Patreon, you can click on the link in the description box below. But for now, we're just going to reach into your past life of any messages that the universe has for you, because your past life is still pretty prevalent to what's going on with you now. And there are signs and symbols, markings on your body, things that you do, traits that you have, memories. Some of you have memories of your past life, and it's affecting you today in many different ways. However, we still should focus on the here and now, okay? You can't live your past life, but you can learn from it as best you can. For those of you who can remember your past lives, or you still have dreams from your past life, take those as messages, okay? All right, so for Gemini, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. The cards that fall will be the cards that I choose, but if no cards fall, I will be choosing a number of cards from the top of the deck for you as my spirit guides me to do, okay? Okay, let's see. For Gemini, universe, source, archangels, deities. Universe, source for the sign of Gemini. For all signs of Gemini, for their past life messages. What messages will come through for all signs of Gemini? Reach into the universe and different dimensions, my spirit guides, and speak to the sign of Gemini for their past life energies and what it wishes to say to them today. For Gemini. For Gemini. Okay, so there are cards that fell. So there is a karmic situation that's happening. Obviously, all past life, is energy is karmic, right? It follows us into the next life in some way, shape, or form, so that we can heal from it or learn from it in some way, okay? So Gemini, you have Celtic. There are those of you who come from a Celtic environment, the Celtic culture in your past life, okay? There may be those of you who are who have ancestors of Celtic background and culture, okay, in this lifetime. And your soul goes far back within your lineage. Some of you guys may have reincarnated as different descendants, right, within your culture, if you are of Celtic background or ancestry, okay? Now, we do have persecution and inquisition here. Some of you all were society. Some of you guys were abused. Others of you, you didn't really get along with society within a certain culture. Some of you guys within your Celtic culture. I also get Viking as well. Even though this says Celtic, Viking just came to mind. I mean, even though technically all humankind today in our modern day have some type of Viking blood in all of us in some way, but there are those of you who have strong Viking blood, okay? It traces, you can trace it back. But your people, or you as an individual, or your culture, you all were persecuted. Okay, and then we have biblical. Okay, some of you guys are, your past life, you were you were in the Bible, or you lived in that environment in that time. Okay, and then we have imprisonment and slavery. So Gemini, you had a rough past life, okay? A very rough past life. And in some ways in this lifetime, you're still healing. You may have a hard time with fitting in with society, or society just has a hard time embracing your energy. Some of you all struggle with religion, or you hold on very tightly to religion because of what happened in your past life. But others of you guys were Celtic or Viking background or ancestry. And your people, I get the sense that your people ended up having to change your spirituality or religion to Christianity. I'm getting very ancient energy here, Gemini. Okay. Now, if you weren't Celtic, it was any of the ancient cultures that you came from, and you all clashed with society, with a certain society that you just didn't get along with. Okay, and there could be those of you even today, you still kind of clash with society, and you still question religion or divinity, right? Okay, universe, source, archangels, ancestors, deities. Reach into the universe, into the cosmos, for the sign of Gemini, all signs of Gemini, and their past life energy. What does their past lives wish to speak to them about? Now, I do recommend that you guys check your south node, your north node. I would check those signs out in your chart, and I feel that these readings would resonate more if you watched it for your south node or your north node. Okay, specifically your south node though, because that represents your past life energy and karma. So let's see, for Gemini, all signs of Gemini, for their past life energies and what it wishes to speak to them about today, universe source. Gemini. Okay. We have disguise. Yeah. In your past life, Gemini, you may have been trying to escape prison, or you were trying to escape a religion, or you were trying to escape from under a certain rule, because this is very ancient energy here. Okay, not all of you will be of ancient background from your past life, but I feel a lot of you were. And having disguise come out here is, some of you guys felt that you couldn't really be yourselves anymore because there was some type of a rule or regulation or policy that was passed to where you had to be something other than what you were born to be in order to appease the majority who took over your people or took over your society. But others of you, you had to disguise yourself. Well, I think for most of you, you had to disguise yourself in order to survive. You had to disguise yourself as someone you weren't in your past life, because you were probably threatened with imprisonment or worse. Oh wow, the bottom of the deck we have submission. So yeah, you guys were either going to submit or die, or submit or be in prison. This is what I'm getting for you, Gemini. That's deep. All right. Let's pull one or a few more. We'll see what falls out from one more oracle deck. One more oracle deck. Now for those of you, or in regards to your present life now, Gemini, I think that the lesson for you in this life is for you not to repeat this. There will be certain things that happen to you in your life, or that have already happened to you in your life now, or in the past, in this present lifetime, that has challenged your personality or challenged your beliefs, and you have to push through that, because in your past life you felt you didn't really have a choice because your life was on the line or your freedom was on the line. In this day and age, there are those of you who are being challenged in this lifetime, and you should push against what people think you should be or what society tells you should be, and be your own person. Okay, but that, for others of you, that might be very difficult, because even in this day and age, there could be those of you who are still under a certain rule. Okay, in another country, things might be different, right? Universe source for Gemini. Gemini for their past life messages. Let's see. Gemini. Gemini for their past life messages. Universe source, spirit guides. We have bliss. It says satisfaction, contentment, security. And then we have Mabon. So these are positive cards. But at the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of the Darkwood Elves. And it says premonition, foreshadowing, and mystery. I'm drinking cranberry juice, guys. In case you guys were wondering. These two cards here, because the Mabons, it says shining, hope, and future. Very positive cards. So I feel that these cards in some way speak to your life now, in what you need to create for yourselves and what your past life is trying to teach you. Now, what I also get is in your past life, you guys came from a culture, again, if it was Celtic or Viking, you guys had a very blissful, content life within your culture. That doesn't mean that everyone in your culture had that, but you did. Your family did in your past life. But you guys, what you guys didn't see coming was this persecution and imprisonment and slavery. You didn't see that happening. That was there was some things that were foreshadowing your future as a culture in your past life. There were those of you who were being told, or maybe by your government, or some of you guys, somehow you were told in your past life that something wasn't going to go well. And I don't think that is, I'm not really feeling like this is psychic energy. Some of you guys could have spoken to a psychic or a wise man or a wise woman in your past life, and they may have told you, like, you know, but I feel like these were signs, or in your past life, in your culture, or in your city or your village, or wherever, in your homes, surrounding your homes, in your city, in your past life, you may have had different, you know how we have the news today, or we have trends and just certain things that happen around our cities and the cities surrounding us that show us that things are changing. I'm getting that sense for you guys in your past life where things were happening around you, where you like throughout the years, whereas you got older in your past life, you recognize that something was changing for you and your people, and it wasn't going to be good, but you didn't realize how bad it was going to be. Because you guys had contentment, satisfaction, security within your culture, within your people, within yourselves. And you had a shiny, hopeful future. But there was something else coming that you guys didn't, in your past lives, that you guys didn't see. But in this life, it's different. It's a bit different. That's what I'm feeling here. Okay. All right, let's pull from the tarot, Gemini. Let's pull from the tarot and see what your past life is speaking to you guys about, what it wants you to know. Universe, source, archangels, ancestors, deities, spirit guides for the sign of Gemini, for their past life energies. What energies will come through? Who will these energies speak to amongst the Geminis in the world, for all signs of Gemini, for their past life energies? Let's see. Ten of Cups. So once again, there's that bliss, that contentment, that happy family, that security. That's that happiness. Knight of Cups. In your past life, Gemini, you as an individual had a lot of plans, some of you guys were close to getting married, or you were in a happy marriage in your past life, or you were pursuing someone that you were in love with in your past life. I feel very, very like romantic energy here. So some of you guys were water signs in your past life. Okay, so there could be those of you who have a lot of water in your chart. Because it followed you into this life. Then we have the Magician. So you guys had plans. You guys were strong manifestors in your past life. You guys knew what you wanted. There was nothing standing in your way. Now, others of you, this doesn't have to be a romantic situation in your past life, but this can just be you loved a certain thing. Your family, a person, you may have had a career, schooling, a certain skill set, a certain discipline that you loved, and it made you happy. It made you happy. You knew what you were doing. You were very skilled, right? And then we have this, the Seven of Cups here. You guys were trying to find your way in life. You were on the brink of finding your way in your life. You guys definitely, you thrived in your lives. Let's clarify these cards. Wow, Ten of Swords clarifying the Ten of Cups. Ooh, wow. Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah, your happiness ended abruptly. King of Pentacles. So there could be those of you who you were an earth sign in your past life. You were very successful. Some of you guys loved money, or you loved jewelry, or you loved tangible things, or you just made a lot of money in your past life. No, you guys had to, oh wow. I get the sense that there's some type of entity or some type of government that was what they wanted, they had their eyes on, they wanted to conquer. Their heart was set on conquering your village or city or country. This is a person or a government or an energy. Their heart, in your past life, their heart was set on taking something from you or taking something away from your people. They thought that this was that this was good intentions, because this is all that they knew. They only knew how to conquer. They only knew how, they felt that they were spreading goodness, but it turned out to be pretty bad for you, Gemini, in your past life. So the Eight of Cups clarifies the Magician. So this means that you had to walk away from what your plans were. You had to walk away. Some of you guys, a marriage ended, or you were separated from your significant other in your past life. But in this life, there are those of you that are still searching, or you're afraid. You have these anxieties and fear surrounding who you are and what you are capable or able to do in your society. Some of you may still question, am I doing the right thing? Is this what I want to do? Or is what I want to do what everyone else is going to support? Am I going to be supported? I get the sense that you're still kind of learning that. Others of you, you don't care about what people think, because we have the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. That's Libra energy. So a lot of things were destroyed and cut out of your life. It was snatched away from you in your past life. And there are those of you who you live life to the fullest, because you just have this idea or mentality that where you can die at any given time, and you want to live life to the fullest. You want to stick with your work, you want to stick with your career, or you want to love your family, and make sure that they understand that they love you every single day, or your friends, or your significant other. Because in your past life, you had to leave all that behind, or in your past life, your family may have died, or they were put into slavery. Who knows, right? We'll never really know in detail what happened to you in your past life, because we're not who we were in our past life. We just have energies, right, mirroring our past lives that are still with us, right? Wow, that's beautiful, Gemini. You have a bright future. Keep at it, right? Much love and light to all of you, Gemini. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Take care, Gemini. Bye.